can have. Okay. So very quickly, can someone just quickly do like a recap of what we did in our class yesterday? Just do a recap. Tell us what we did just in 2 3 minutes, and we can move on to today's class. Anybody? Should I mention names, or you want to volunteer to do that? Can we hear me clearly, please? Can we hear me clearly? Can anybody hear me? If you can hear me, please say you can hear me.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, thank you. All right, so who wants to go first? A quick recap of what we did in our class yesterday. I know Isakane was in the class. I don't know if Messi was in class. I'm sorry. I Zainab. I don't know if Zainab was in class. I can't remember now actually.
I was in class. I even
Okay.
talked during the class.
Okay, okay. Sorry about that. I can't really remember. Okay. All right. So, Dami, you were in class? Was I in class? Yeah. Yeah, he was in class. Okay, so who wants to go? Should I just call names? Okay, I'm calling names. 1 minute each. Dami, Isuken, and Zainab. So I will start with Zainab. So Zainab, in 1 minute, what's that thing that you can remember we did in our class yesterday, or that stood out for you yesterday?
Okay, good evening once again.
Good evening.
First of all, the assignments. I told you when you finished doing the assignment about how I went ahead with mine, like trying to separate the sheets first before transforming the data, but you were able to show us the way you can do it easier at once. Then the
Okay.
second one is the schema, the types of schema. Even I think I've read it somewhere before, but I didn't really grab it at that time. So I had to go over the video after the class and then watch again to understand what that's all about. Then the what's the name again? I think you classified some okay, the likes of many to one to many, many to many. I've forgotten the name you gave it. So I think that's what's that for me.
Cardinalistic. All right, thank you. I'll go with Dami. Dami, can Dami hear me? Hi, Uluwadami Lala Adebawale. Can you hear me? If you're saying something, you're muted. Can Dami hear me? I guess Dami is not on this call with us. All right, so it's okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Okay. All right. So I said just in 1 minute. What's that thing that stood out for you yesterday, or can you just do like a recap of what we did yesterday?
So it's the data modeling and how to create relationship between the fact tables and the dimension tables for me.
Okay. All right. So Dami said he can hear me, but his laptop's audio is acting up. All right, no problem, Dami. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing that, Zainab, and it's okay. So let's just move on to today's class. So welcome, Joy. Welcome. All right. So I'm just going to start sharing my screen now, and entire screen. Okay. All right. So let's look at what we're working on today. We're working on this particular project. I read it yesterday with us, and the first thing we'll do, we try to understand the objective what we've been told to do yesterday by reading each of these questions here. So let's download our data set. I'll come here. So at your end, to just hit download here. Then on the Google Sheet, come to File, then download. You can download it as an Excel file or download as a CSV file, any one you want to do. So I'm just going to download as an Excel file. So I'll hit the download button, and that should, so you can see the file here. All right. So now let's go to our Power BI, and I'm going to bring in this data. Either you click on blank report to go to your Power BI front end, or you just click on Excel workbook straight away, so that it will take you to your folder and you can pick the file you want to bring in. So let's do that. Um, okay, so let me click on Excel workbook since I know that the file I'm bringing in is an Excel workbook. So I'll click on Excel workbook, and I would bring this in and hit open. All right. So I'm going to inspect these two data by previewing them. As you can see, from this first table, it shows that we've been given a calendar table. So it means that we don't have to create a calendar table or a dim calendar that we'll be using as a that we'll be using for trend analysis. We already have it, so we don't have to create it. That's good. So we have this. I'll check the box. Then let's look at this full data set, the one that contains. So we have some. Let me drag this here. So we have a data containing, some other ID, ship date, other date, ship mode, customer ID, the name, segment, and the likes, everything down to product, down to, yeah. So now let's just hit. Now, should I hit load or transform? What should I do? Let me check this box.
Transform.
Yeah. So why am I choosing transform? Why not load?
So,
Because you're not sure
okay,
if
go
there
on.
are any anomalies in the data set.
What do you say? I can't hear you.
I said because you are not sure if there are any anomalies with the data sets.
Okay, thank you. So
So
I'll
you
hit
need
transform. So it takes us to Power Query. Then we can do whatever I want to do, the cleaning, the normalization, and everything. So it takes us to Power Query. Yeah, so we have, so let's wait. Yeah, so we have this now. We have a calendar table. So we don't have to do anything here. We have a calendar table already. Maybe the only thing I want to do, may probably try to see if there's duplicate in this data. So I'll remove that. Right click. I don't think there is. Let me check. Come to my add column. So my view, then use column distribution. So I can see there's no, we have 100 distinct equivalent to 100 unique. So I didn't have any duplicates. Yes, I'll come to my retails order full data. And remember, I was saying something about data normalization in our class yesterday. How that before you can come up with a model, right? There's something called you first splitting the data. You have to first identify what the entities are. You have to identify what the attributes are. Then once you are done identifying those two things, you split them, you normalize them, then you create a relationship, you build a model by creating a relationship between them. So now let's look at this. Let's look at this data together. So first thing first, what are the entities of this data set? So let's look at it together. The entities of this data set. Who's going? What are
We have
the entities?
we have customer,
We
customer,
have customer, okay.
location,
We have
location,
location, okay.
mm, product. Okay, yeah, product.
We have product. I can also see retail salesperson here, salespeople here. So yeah.
Mm,
So what else? So these are the only entities we can recognize. Okay, so now let's start splitting them into their various dimension tables. So I'm going to right click and hit duplicate. And I'll come here. I'll name this. The first entity we recognize was dimension table for customer. So I'll hit dim customer, or you can call it customer lookup, anything you want to call it. So dim customer. Good. I'll hit enter. Then here on dim customer, I'll go to my home tab because now I want to select the columns that should be in dim customer. Click on the down button, choose columns. So once this pops up, I'll uncheck all. Then I'm going to bring in customer ID, customer name, customer segment. Then I think that's all on customer. We don't have anything describing customer again. So I will hit OK. So we have this here. All right. So now I'm going to just remove um this duplicate from the customer ID because I only want to have single instances of every person. I don't want to have duplicate of a person's record here. So I right click and hit. When you check the bottom, you can see three columns, 999 plus rows. So I'm going to remove duplicate. And now we just have three columns, 199 plus rows. Imagine, look at the difference from 999 plus to 199 plus. So we have this now. And I'll go back here. The next entity we be able to pick from this was location. So I'll right click and duplicate as well. Duplicate. Then I'll come here and name this dim location. So this is just letting us that the business is in multiple locations. Then I'll go to my home tab. In my manage columns group, I'll click on the drop button beside choose column, select choose column option. I will uncheck all, then I'll start with postal code, country, state, city, there's region. Yes, I think that's all on location. I'm going to hit OK. So I want to arrange this because I know postal code is serving as an ID. So I'll bring this here so you can have. I'm trying to arrange it. How am I arranging this? I just press down my. So let me cancel this. So is it that you press down your left mouse and drag to whatever position you want to drag it to? Since I'm bringing postal code to this end, or I can right click and I would say move. Then I'll select move to beginning and it moves to the beginning. So I have postal code, I have the country, I have, let me bring state to this place as well. State, okay. So let's do like this. Let me do it this way. Now, the next thing I want to do is to remove duplicate from the postal code. All right, click and I'll hit remove duplicate. So this removed, you can see from 999 plus to 199 plus. So I have this ready. Then the next one is select this, right click, then I'm going to hit duplicate. So the next entity we are recognizing here is now there's retail salesperson. We don't have another column describing it. I can decide to say okay because it's another entity. It talks about those that are selling. I can decide to put it in a new table and create a unique identifier for it, or just leave it on the table. So let me show you. What if you decide to say okay, I want to normalize this. I want to split it. I want it to have its own table. You can decide to leave it here because it's the only column talking about retail salesperson. But if you want to let it have its own table, so what do you do? I'm going to name this dim sales people, dim sales people, or dim salesperson, anyone. Then I'll come here to my choose column, and only going to select that particular one. Uncheck all and check retail sales because you don't have ID for salesperson. For sales, we don't have it. Then I'll hit OK. Then you'd see here that we just have we have. Let me load this. We have just one, two, three, four salesperson. There's Anna, Andrea D. We have Cassandra. We have Chooks Maggie. We have Kelly Williams. These are the four salesperson that we have in that that business. So I'm going to hit OK. Then what do I do? I'll right click and I'm going to remove duplicate from it. So I want to give it. There's a rule that every table must have a unique identifier. They must have primary keys. So since does not have a primary key, we have to give it a primary key, unlike you're giving the surrogate key. So how do I do this? This is where adding index comes in. So I'll come here, come to add column, and I'm going to add index column from one. So this index column will serve as a unique identifier for this salesperson. To make it more unique, right? I might just say, okay, let me add a suffix. Is this suffix now or prefix? I think let me add um a prefix to this index so that it makes sense. Then I'm going to come here to my home tab. Is it home? No. Yeah, no. Come to your transform tab. In your format, when you come to your transform tab, in your text column group, you would see the format option. Click on the down button and select add prefix. So it's going to allow you add values to the front of these numbers here. So I'll click on add prefix. To make it more unique, I want to add letter S. And I'll hit OK. So you can see we would have S1, S2, S3, S4. So this would serve as a unique identifier for the retail salesperson here. Like I mentioned, you can decide to say to leave this particular column in the fact table and not touch it. But in case you are thinking of let it have its own table, then this is just you manipulating things to make it work. So I have this now. I have dim salesperson. Then the next thing I want to do is I think we have the one for product. So I'll duplicate again and I'll name this dim product, and I'm going to hit enter. So dim product, then I would now choose the columns I want to be in the dim product. Go to your home tab, select choose columns, and I'll check all. I will check the product ID, category, subcategory, product name. What else do we have? I think that's all. Talking about product. So I'm going to hit OK. So I'll leave it that way. Then I'll remove duplicate from this table, right click and say remove duplicate. So duplicate removed. Then let's check again. What else? Do we have any other thing we want to bring in? Do we have any nothing? So that's all. So all dimension tables have been settled. We only need to create our fact table. So I'll right click now and duplicate. Then I'll change this to other fact table. Now it's very important that the original data, this one, don't touch it. Let it serve as a staging data. Don't try to change anything there. Just duplicate it and get or anything you want to get from it. The reason is because if you touch this and um maybe you made a mistake in it, it's going to be a problem. So it's best to leave it as a staging data and just get other information from it. So I'll come into my other fact table. So now who can tell me, let's choose colon. What are those things that should be in this other fact table? So let's look at it together. I will check all. I need my row ID. Okay, so let's go. Let's go on. What do I need to add into this other fact table?
Other ID.
Other ID,
Other day.
Other date.
other date,
Ship date.
ship date,
Ship mode.
ship mode.
Segment.
Okay. Segment.
Mm, scroll,
Quantity.
Massas. What are we saying?
scroll down. Scroll down.
I
Put down.
Okay.
Quantity.
Quantity.
Quantity,
Discount.
discount,
Profit.
profit,
Sales.
sales,
Return.
returned.
I think that's all.
How
Do we
about
agree that that's all?
postal?
Thank you very much. Postal code. What else? Is that
product
all?
ID.
Product
Product ID.
ID.
Thank you. Product ID. What else?
Customer
Customer
ID.
ID.
Customer ID. Thank you. I think we don't have to put segment because the segment in the
Segment.
customer,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't have to put segments. So yeah, the reason why we are putting these IDs is so that they will serve as foreign keys on the fact table to link up with the dimension tables. So we have row ID, other date, ship mode, customer ID, then postal code. Postal code is serve as a unique identifier for. We'll link up the other fact table to the dim location. There's so yeah, let's bring in retail sales people. So bring in retail sales people because we have a table for sales dim salesperson. Even if we don't have the ID on this fact table, so let's add this in. Yeah, so we have this now. Okay, so we are good. Then I'm going to hit OK. So we have this now. So let me check. Let me add the column description to be sure that we don't have duplicates in this. So let's see. Mm, so there's this CA2116, this particular one on this day. So let's look at it together. Let's look at this together. This is the same thing. Let me column profile based on the entire data set so that it won't just show me based on top 1000. Okay. So we have these two. They're the same thing, same date. So we'd see if it's the same date, same ship date, second class. The same thing here, the same customer ID, the same postal code, the same retail salesperson. Is it the same product? Not the same product. So yeah, return it was not returned. Difference is okay. Yeah. So let's just leave it. Let's not remove duplicate from this fact table. So we have this now. Now we are okay. The next thing we want to do, we have our calendar table, we have our dim customer location, salesperson, salespeople table, dim product, and other fact table. So we have to bring this data in, but we don't want to bring this one in, this original data. So how do we stop that from being uploaded into the Power BI front end? Right click, disable this include to report, refresh, and also disable this enable load. So when you're loading it into Power BI front end, it will not load it in. Make sure those two boxes are unchecked. So it's only bringing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the Power BI. So let's go back. I'll come back to my home and I'll click on close and apply. Then I'll click on close and apply. So I want to do something very quick. While waiting for this to load, now let's go back to our I have this file here. I downloaded it on my is on my downloads. So what happens if the location of the data sets you use in creating a report changes on your system? So let's assume that I downloaded it from Google Sheet now and it's on my downloads. What happens if I take it to my desktop? Let me create a folder in my desktop and call it my data click. So I'll create a folder on my desktop and I'll call it my data click so that my data then I would bring that data. So this is very important. So you notice this something can happen that you've worked on a report for a very long time. Then when by doing environmental in your system, you're just changing some things, rearranging, sorting, putting some files in some folder. Then you just go back to that report on Power BI to see what you've done or to check something. And you just said I showing you error, telling you that you're having error due to location, data source, something that the data source has changed or something like that. And I'm wondering how do I fix this error? What's the problem? This is how you fix it. I'm going to change the location of this data now. Remember, when I wanted to create this Power BI now, when I want to bring in the data, I brought it from this downloads folder. So I'll take this from downloads folder to, I'll take it to my desktop. So let me go to my desktop. I think it's here. So I'll add it to this folder for my data click. Okay, so we have this. This has been loaded here. Let me save it now, real quick. Control S to save. I want it to be on my desktop. I'll save it as retails, North America, retails, North America. Oh, sorry, what's the title of this? Let me know. Retail supply chain analysis. What's the title of this? Yeah, supply chain optimization. Retail supply chain sales analysis. Okay, so let me go back. Retail supply chain analysis. Okay, so I'm going to save this right now. So we have all the data here. Let's say I want to go back to my Power Query. How do I go to Power Query? Just come back in your home tab here in Power BI Frontend. Click on the transform data in the queries group. The queries group here, transform data, then click on transform data. And it takes us back to the Power BI Power Query. So let's see what happens. Can you see I'm seeing error? Error. If I come here now, you see error. If I come here now, you're seeing that we have error. Let's say I refresh everything. Let me come here and say refresh preview. Refresh all. There'll be error. So you're seeing this thing like this thing like this. That's because, and if you read the error, it's saying that data source not found, file or folder could not find file. So don't be surprised when you come across this kind of error. It could be as a result of you changing the location of the data you want to use in creating your reports in your on your folder or your laptop. So all I have to do now is to let me go to my retails order full data set. And I'll come here to my source. On the apply steps, come to your source. So when you come to source, this settings icon, click on it. Once you click on the settings icon, this dialog box pops up and it says, okay, so what do you want to do? What I want to do is to change the file path because the file path has changed. Before it was on downloads, but now I moved to a folder called my data click on my desktop. So I'll click on browse. Then I'll go to where I have this data. I'll go to the my desktop. It's the file is here. This is it. Then I'm going to hit open. You can see I've changed the file path from downloads to the my data click folder in my desktop. And I'm going to hit OK. So once I do this, we have this now. Then I'm going to hit come to the last step here. Then let's see what happens if I try to refresh all previews. All right, so now let's change this as well. So this is what happens anytime you see this kind of you see this icon beside your data, it just shows that you're having problem with data source and you have to go fix it. So I would have shown you how you can quickly just create a parameter, then it would work for everything. But let's just do this. So that's how you fix that kind of problem if you face it anytime. Okay, we have one more to go and we are wrapping up. Okay, so now let's just go back to our Power BI front end. So I would go back to the Power BI front end now. Let's just close this. So the next thing you want to do when you're back to the Power BI front end is now create relationship between your table. I know by default my system would have Power BI would have helped me create relationship. So but I have to be sure that it's the correct relationship. So I'll go back and you can see it has created a relationship for me. But I have to be sure that it created the right relationship. So yeah, so we have dim product. So we have dim product that is linked to the order fact table. And if I hover around this line, linking dim product with order fact table, I can see that it is product ID to product ID. So very good. That's and it's showing a one-to-many relationship. It is very healthy. Then I've come here to dim customer. A one-to-many relationship, customer ID to customer ID, very healthy. For salespeople, it is showing one-to-many relationship, so very healthy. For dim location, postal code to postal code, very healthy. So I have for calendar now. So let's do for calendar. I'll drag in the dates here, then drag it to other dates. Yeah, other dates to other dates, one to many, save. So that would create the relationship. Now you know, don't forget that we have two dates in this other fact table. We have other date and we have ship date. So how do I yeah, we have ship date and other dates. So I can say I want to create a relationship, but it will not be active. Ship dates, you can't have two active relationship. You can't have two active relationship in I mean between two tables. You cannot have it. So one has to be active for the other to be one has to be inactive for the other to be active. And then you can see we are having dotted line. So when you see a relationship that is a line with dot created with dot, it just shows that relationship is inactive. So other date relationship with the date here is active, while ship date with the dates in the date calendar table it is inactive. So we have this now. Don't see, trust me, when you work with real data, real data can be the model can be more crazier than this. More, I mean, too many tables connected to each other. But just know that you know how you should know how these things work. So I'll go back now. Let's start answering this question. So I'll go back to my to the objective. And if first question is we've been told giving an overview of the business, how that it run across different consumer segments, how that
Yeah,
the,
I have
the
a
company.
question.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so like you mentioned just now that the two relationship can be active at the same time. What if we want to make the other one active? How do we go
Then the
about
other
it?
then the other one would just be inactive. So let's say let me go back. So let's say now you want other dates to be inactive. Remember, I said the
Mm,
two can't be active at the same time. They're both on the
yes.
same. They can't. So you just right click on the one that is active. Properties. Go to properties. Make it inactive by unchecking this box. Save. Go back to the one that is the ship date that
Okay.
is inactive before. Right click. Go to properties. Then make it active and hit save. That
Mm,
solves the problem. Do you
thank you.
get that? So
Yes.
now let's. I want my other dates to be the one that will be active. So okay, so let's go back. So the business we've been told, has a very good presence in different locations, and you've been given a task as a data analyst to analyze their data. Gain some important insights across the range of the business variables such as profitability, business performance, the product and customer specifics. Then you have data set already, and these are the questions that you must answer. Like I said, it is best that you understand the problem so that you will not end up solving your own problem. And these are the problems, these are the questions they want you to answer. It does not mean that if you share that things, you cannot answer them or give them insight on it, but make sure that you are providing solutions to whatever problem it is that they've specified to you. So we have the first one is delivery insight. Now, we've been told that what is the average delivery time across different product categories? What is the average delivery time across different product categories? So the first thing you want to, before you can now say, okay, let's start, finding average delivery time across different product categories, we have to find what then is the average delivery time. What is the average delivery time? What is it? But in our data here, let's look at the other fact table. We have order date and we have ship date. So let me just change this to short dates. I don't like as it's long dates, change to short date. Yeah. So we have this now. Yeah. So what I want to do for us to get delivery date first, we don't have any column for delivery. So it means we have to look for it ourselves. We have to find it ourselves. And how do I find this? To find delivery date is going to be finding the number of days between the date the goods were ordered to when they were shipped. That will let us know what is the number of delivery days. So I'm going to create a calculated column using the DAX function called date difference by subtracting the ship date from the order date to get the number of days between when the products were ordered to when they were delivered. So how do I do this? Still on this table view for my order fact table, I click on new column. Then once the formula pops up in my formula bar, I'll change that column to, let's give this delivery days. So follow me, delivery days. Then I'll come here. I'm going to use a function called date diff. Date diff is a date function that is used to find the difference between two dates. So I'll type in date diff. This is it here. So it says return the number of unit. At least you need to specify an interval between the input to date. So the first one is the date one, which is our order date. Our order date, select order date, comma. Second argument is date two, which is our ship date. Then the next one, comma, is the interval. So what do you want to find? Don't forget what we're looking for is delivery days. If it is delivery years, you select year. If it is delivery week, you select week. If it's delivery quarter, you select quarter. We're finding delivery day. So I'm selecting the interval to be day. Then I'll close my parenthesis and I'm going to hit enter. So this will help us generate a list of, so you can see that some products took 5 days to be delivered, 6 days, some even 120 days, some 123 days, some 155 days to be delivered. These are the delivery days. So for us to get, the question is, what is the average delivery time across different product categories? So I'm going to go back and I'll find average of all these delivery days. So, like I mentioned in my class, I think the first or second class that we had, that I prefer that I have all my measures in a single table, not added into the other factor or any other table. So I'm going to create a new table for that will hold all my measures. And how do I do? I'll select any of this table here. Then I'll come here to new table, click on new table. Select another table here and click on new table. So when I click on new table, then I have this. I can just come here and type this. I'll call this key measures. Key measures. Then I'll come here, put my curly brackets and my double quotation mark, space, double quotation mark. So this is me creating a new table using this like this. Very simple. You can do this, or let me show you another method you can use. Do this to create a new table, or go to your go to your home tab, click on your home tab and click on enter data. So either you use the measure method I showed you just now, or use this one by clicking on enter data, then come here and change the table name to key measures. Let's give it key measures 2. Key measures 2. Then I'm going to hit enter. So you can see, we'll see two tables now. There's key measure, the one I created using DAX. You can see this is the first one. I created using this DAX. This key measure equals this. And this is the second one I did manually. So anyone you want to do, but I'll delete this one now. I'll go with the first one. So I'll delete this from model. Yeah. So we have this. So we want to find average delivery days. So I'll come here to key measure. I will right click and I'll click on new measure. So once it pops up, so if I'm going to find average delivery days, what's the function I would use? AVG delivery day. All right. So what's the function I will use? I touched this DAX function or this math and stat DAX function. So what is the function I would use to find average delivery days? Are we with me? Can we hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
So what's the function I would use to find?
Avenue.
Thank you, average. So average. Then I'll open parentheses, and what I want to find is average of delivery days. So I'll type in delivery days, and once it pops up, I'll select it, then close parentheses and hit enter. So we have average delivery days here. Remember, I said that you can't see measures on your table view. You can only see measures when you add them to visuals. The only thing you can see is when you calculate columns. That's when you can see them on tables. But you can see now we're not seeing anything here, even if I'm selecting average delivery days. So how do I see it? How do I know that it has created the correct thing for me? Just add any visual. But I'll go with the card visual. Then I'm going to add in this average delivery days to be sure that, as you can see, average delivery days is 34.61. So it takes an average of 34.61 days to deliver a product to customers. So this is average delivery days. But our main question is um what is the average delivery time across different product categories? So it means I'm going to be plotting the average delivery days against product categories. So I go back. If you're trying to remember, I was explaining the types of chart and how to use them. So anytime you want to show comparison across different categories, you want to use it as a bar chart and a column chart. So I'm going to go with a bar chart. I'm sorry, let's go with a column chart. So I go to the column chart, then I would add in product category by going to product category. Then I would add in the average delivery days. As you can see here, like this. So let me add in my data labels. Usually when I hover and you can see it. So this is 35.08. It takes 34.55, takes 34.37. So to be able to see those labels very well, come here to this format your visual, then go straight down to data labels, turn it on. So it will show all the labels for you to show it, even if it looks small, the values look small. So click on the drop down button inside data labels, go straight down. Then I'm going to look for the values part. Then I'm going to increase the size of the values to, okay, let's do 12. I can make it bold. Yeah. So I can change the color to black. So we have this. This is showing average delivery day by category. As you can see, um, yeah. So this is showing. It's not showing decimal place. So let me increase the decimal. Change from auto, increase to maybe one. Let's do one. So as you can see here that technology has the highest average delivery days, followed by office supplies, followed by furniture. Good. So the next question, we've answered question one. What is the average delivery time for each customer segment? Looking about customer segment. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to be plotting average delivery day to customer segments. I'll go back. I can decide to duplicate this. Control C, Control V to copy and paste like this. Then I will just change it from, go back to this format, video visual. Then I'll change it from, come here to this part. I'll change from, sorry, can we see my screen properly? Can you see my screen well?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Then I'll change from category to customer segment.
Mhm.
So you can see this. So you can see that corporate takes the highest, followed by home office, then consumer takes the last one. Good. And let's go back to the question. We're done with question two now. Question three. What are the top five fastest products and top five slowest delivered products? Top five fastest products and top five slowest delivered products. So let's go back. We're going to be dealing with products. So you're going to be plotting products with, so let's go back to Power BI. I'm I'm going to duplicate this as well. Control C, Control V. I'll paste this at the bottom. Slowest delivered product, highest and fastest delivered product. Okay, so we have this now. Then what I want to do is to I'm going to drag out segments, and I'll go with product, product name, because they were told fastest delivered product and slowest delivered product. So we have this like this. Um, for us to get top five fastest delivered product is going to be maybe product delivered on the same day. Product delivered on same day. Let's sort this um in order of smallest to largest. Don't forget the number of days. If it's the latter, the number of days shows it is slow, and the smaller the number of days shows how fast the product was delivered. So I'm going to order this in order of smallest to largest. So all I did was select the visual, click on this button here. Then I'll come here to sort as is. I'm sorting by having delivered this in ascending order. So you can see we have 00. So there's some products that took 0 days. It means the product was delivered on that same day. So I'm going to now use this. I'm going to click on this filter pane here. Is what you can use to be like. Remember, I was saying that filter pane can be used to, you can either use to filter a visual, or filter a page, or filter the entire report. That is all pages on that report. So I'm going to come here to the product name because we're told top five fastest product. Click on the drop down button. What I want to do is not basic filtering. What basic filtering means is you just select the product that you want to see. But what I'm looking for is to find top something. So I'll click on top N. I'm finding top N. Top what? Top five. So by what? By product. Um, let's do by average delivery day. Sorry. Then I'm going to hit nope. So I'm not doing based on this. So let's change this. Let's change this to, let's give this bottom. So it will return the year. So but this is showing us 0. So it means we have plenty values, plenty product, I mean, they were delivered on the same day. So it's not returning top five. So I'm just going to change this to a table visual instead. Table visual. So you can see table visual. Instead of showing, now the reason why it's not returning just top five is because we have more than five products that were delivered on the same day. So that's why it's returning 00. But this doesn't, I would like to use a table visual. But this doesn't look, I don't like the fact that it's looking like this. Instead of showing 000, I wanted to show maybe same day. Instead of showing 0.00.0. Let it show same day. So what do I do in this case? I'm going to create a new measure called, let's give it um let's give it um okay, so let me come here to my measure. I'll right click and create a new measure. Let's call this name, let's give it same day, let's call it same day. So I'll come here, I'll give this measure same day. And why am I giving this? Because I want to create a measure such that any average delivery that is equal to 0 will be called same day. So I'll come here and use the function if. If is that function that would allow, analytical function that would allow you to specify a value for if condition is met and if condition is not met. So open parenthesis, and I'll say, what's the logical test? If the average delivery day, average AVG delivery day, if it is equal to 0, comma, let it show same day. Otherwise, let it return the average delivery day. Close parenthesis. So I'm just trying to change that. Instead of anywhere that it sees 0, let it just show same day instead. So I'm going to close, and otherwise, if it doesn't meet the criteria, let it just return back the average delivery day. So I would hit enter. So once I hit enter, I have this same day here. Instead of this average delivery day that is showing here, I'll remove average delivery day and I'll drag in same day. So now it's not showing 000. So we can see it makes more sense to me this way. showing that. Of course, you can decide to leave yours like 0.000, but for me, I would like it to show something better than 0.0. So I can see this as a product that we delivered on the same day. This is the fastest delivered product. So how do I add the title here? Select the visual, come here to your format your visual, come to general, then turn on the title, and in title I'll type in top five, top five fastest delivered products. Makes sense. Top five fastest delivered products. This is it. So anytime you want to format your visual, it is this button that looks like brush and something, this button. So I'll come back here. Now we have this. So the second one is let me adjust this a bit. Let's give it this like this. Okay. So the second one question is bottom five fast slowest delivered products. That's top five slowest delivered product. I mean, so what I'm going to do is just I'll probably use a this thing for this one as well. Let me um Control C, Control V, any of this one. Bring it down here. So this is top five, say top five delivered products. This is going to be for bottom five. So I'm going to change this from segment to I'll add in product name. So you see the same thing now. Then I'm going to reduce this to top five. Comment the product name. Now come here, select top N. I want five, top five. And based on what? By what value do you want to filter it? By the average delivery day. So I'll drag in average delivery day. Please, if I'm confusing you or you are lost, please call my attention to it. I can always go back for you. So I'm going to drag this to average delivery day. I'm not seeing my screen, so if you raise up your hand, I cannot see you. Just say something. So I would apply filter, and you can see these are the slowest. I'll change the name now from what is looking now to come here to general title. I'll change from so I'll give this top five slowest, top five slowest delivered product. So as you can see, it takes some products 200 and this particular product 214 days to get to the customer. Imagine another one 213, another one 200. What if I need the system for a job? Then we have another one, 183. Then we have another one. These are the top five delivered, fastest delivered products and top five slowest delivered products. So we answer that. So let's go back to the last one is what is the most preferred delivery mode by customers? What is the most preferred delivery mode by customer? That's the next question. Most preferred delivery mode by customer. So we want to know the most preferred delivery mode by customer. Any idea what we should do? Anybody wants to suggest what we should do to get the most preferred delivery mode by customer? Anybody? You have an idea what we should do for that? Anybody? Anybody? Are we together? Are we still on this call? Am I here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so who wants to suggest? Have I lost us? Is it somehow? What is the most preferred delivery mode? How do you think we should fix this or find this most preferred delivery mode?
I don't know.
Now, don't
Compare.
not quick
Can
mode
I
now.
try?
Okay, yeah, you can try. Yeah, Joy, you can try. I'm listening. Yeah, Joy, I'm listening. You can try. Am I still on this call?
Sorry,
Am I
sorry,
still on this?
sorry. Sorry,
Okay.
I was talking on mute.
Okay, okay, sorry. Oh yeah, okay, I'm listening.
Okay. So it's not making sense in my head, but I'm saying we could
Okay.
compare the shipping mode and the customer segment.
Okay, shipping mode and customer segment. All right, that's a great suggestion. But I would prefer that based on it, we want to know what delivery mode. Remember the delivery mode, we have some that we delivered on same day, that we have some 0.00 average delivery mode. Delivery day. That means some products were delivered same day. We had some that took some. We have quite a number of days. We have some that took this highest number of days to deliver the product. So we would like to know. I would prefer, even if it's not part of the data, but this is also you, data analyst. Know how to manipulate your data. Know how to know what to use. When they say um, preferred preferred delivery mode by customer, and you know there were some product delivered some same day. There were some that took some days. I would want to do maybe um grouping of the delivery days by maybe, let's say, for those that was within 24 hours, let's categorize them as same day. For those that were between 1 to 3 days, categorize them under maybe 1 to 3 days business delivery days. For those that took 3 to 5 days, categorize them as 3 to 5 delivery days. Those that took 5 to 10 days, categorize as 5 to 10 days delivery days. For those that took above 10 days, categorize as um, maybe above ten delivery days. So that way we can now, you know, check the customer, see the number of delivery days. So let's go back. So let's go back. And I'll come here. Let's go back. So this is where someone was asking about if nested if. I think it was Zainab. It has something about Aminat in our second class, saying something about
Yes,
nested if. Yeah. So
yes.
Zainab, is it a Zainab or Aminat?
Hi, Zainab.
Zainab. Okay, Zainab. So you'll be the one to put us through now. I want to create a group that will categorize the delivery days. This is the delivery day now. Delivery day. So I want to create a group that will categorize it such that for everyone that is equal to zero, categorize as within 24 hours. Um, see, I'll come here and click on new column because I want to create a new column for delivery days classification. So I'll call this column that I'm creating delivery day, delivery day classification. It's not too long. Delivery day. So let's just give it a short. I don't want it to be too long. So we all know there's going to be delivery day. So DD classification, or let's give it DD class. I want a short name. I don't want it too long, but you can make yours long, anyways. DD class. So it means delivery day classification. So delivery classification, we'd say, okay, I want to create using nested if. So Zainab, you're going to put me through. For those, so
All
note
right.
these conditions now, note them so you can tell me what to put. Using if, although I prefer using switch function, but I would love to hear your own how you use if, then I will later show you how to use switch function. So if using your nested if for delivery days that is equal to zero, classify as within 24 hours. So you can note that. Those between 1 to 3 days, classify as 1 to 3 day delivery day. Those between 3 to 5 classify as 3 to 5 delivery days. Those between 5 to 10 classify as 5 to 10 delivery days. Then anyone above 10 classify as above 10 or greater than 10 delivery days. So, all right. So let's see. I want to use nested if now. If,
All
so
right.
open parenthesis. So you're putting me through.
All right. So if under delivery days column,
So click on this button to make it. Yeah. So I have this. If what?
if delivery day for the first row,
Average delivery day. Okay.
the
If it is,
first delivery day
if it is,
is equal to zero,
equal to zero, okay,
comma,
comma, okay,
then result if two should be 24
within
hours,
within
within
24
24
hours.
hours,
Within 24 hours.
comma,
All right.
comma.
Okay.
Then
So the
instead of
next,
inputting results if false, we are going to do
okay,
another if
okay, if open
average delivery day
parenthesis. So if the average delivery day, okay, is
equals
equals
one
one,
sorry, no, if
okay,
average delivery is less than or equal to 3,
less than
or
or
equal to
equal
3,
to 3. Okay.
comma,
Comma.
should be within 1 to 3 delivery days.
1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2. Sorry. Typing 1 to 3 delivery
Delivery
days.
days.
Okay.
Yeah. Comma again.
Comma. Another
Yeah.
if, right?
Yes.
So maybe let me arrange this. Let's do it. Let's say it would look well arranged. So let's something like this. So you can have all the if. So you not make mistake. All right. So if open
Open
bracket.
parenthesis. Uh,
Yeah. So if you're wondering how I
average
did this,
delivery
okay. Open bracket. Okay. Average delivery days.
delivery
Okay.
is less than or equal to 5,
Less than or equal to 5. Then categorize as what?
between 3 to 5
3 to
delivery days.
5 delivery day. 3 to 5 delivery days. Yeah.
Then
Comma.
under if.
Another if. So let me close this. Yeah. So another if. If.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Open brackets.
average
Average
delivery day.
delivery
Okay.
was
Is equals.
less than or equal to 10.
It is less than or equal to 10, comma. Okay. So
That should be
that's
5
5
to
to
10 delivery
10.
days.
5 to 10. 5 to 10 delivery days. Okay.
So, so, comma. So for
Comma.
that result, if false,
Yeah.
we
Would
now
put
put
another
above 10 business days.
above 10 delivery days.
Then close brackets.
Okay. So then I'll
That should be
close that.
greater than greater.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
So let me this is giving us, so that means that above is a particular function. Let's just put,
greater
okay.
than.
Then I'm going to close my parenthesis. It's already showing us error, so there's a problem.
You are yet to close the um, 5 to
Oh
10
yeah,
delivery
yeah. I've
day.
not put, yeah, thank you. I've not add second comma. So okay. So now above 10
10 delivery
delivery
days.
days. Thank you. I don't think I need to. Let's just let me not show you how to use this switch. I think this looks nice. Okay, so let me close my parenthesis.
Yeah,
So as
closing
I'm
for
closing your parenthesis, you would see that you can see your last. You can see the both the last and the first is highlighted. So it shows that I'm done closing parenthesis. I'll hit enter. Hit enter. So let's see if we have. Then I'll click on this button to go back up. So I'll come straight back to this place. As you can see, we have these delivery days have been classified. So 5 falls within 3 to 5 delivery days. This 3 to 5, 6, 5 to 10, 5. So 120 for the in the category of above 10 delivery days. Then we have 5 to 10 and like that. So I think we are correct. So we are correct. So yeah, thank you very much, Dino, for that. So thank you. So note this. This is how this is nested if when you have if instead of if. So that's that. So let's just go on. Don't let us do switch again. It's okay. Looks clean. All right. So now I have this. Now I'm going to go back to my. We want to find um which delivery day is most preferred by these people. This delivery mode is most preferred by this the customers. So I'm going to hold on. Let me see. So let me make this small. All right, so let's add in, I'm going to add in a matrix visual. So a matrix visual allows us to, you can add data to both the column and the row. So I'm going to add, I would add the delivery. Okay. So I'll add, yeah, let's go back to the question. Now, what is the most preferred delivery mode by customers? So it means we have to calculate the orders. We have to calculate the orders before we can now start doing based on delivery mode. So let's go back. Let's go for the orders. So I'm coming here, right click, and I'll click on new measure. I want to find total orders. So I'll come here and I'll find total orders. So I'll say total orders. So I'll come here, and to find total orders, I'm going to count all the order ID to find total orders. So I'll use a function called count. So count will help us. What am I counting? I'm counting the order ID. So order ID is what I'm counting to get total orders. Close parenthesis, and I'm going to hit enter. So that will help us count all the orders have been placed so far. So total orders. And I'm gonna this thing we just calculated, DD class. So I would add it into this delivery, sorry, DD class. I'll add it in. So we have it here showing us within 24 hours, 1 3 days and likes. So we have it like that. Good. Then I'm going to let's do yeah, so let's do ship mode as well. No, 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 let me bring this to the columns. Then let's do ship mode. So where's ship mode? Yeah, so we have this. Okay. All right. Then we can now add in the orders, the order ID, the order, total orders. So we have this. This is the total orders. So from here, we can see that I'm just trying to compare how the delivery mode these customers prefer. For same day, those that prefer same day, it's that's within 24 hours now. So those that prefer same day is we have the preferred same day, and around 521 of them got their products that same day. Why six of them got it one within 1 3 delivery days. Those that's placed for first class, around for first class, that's within like 1 to 3 days. First class, 1 3 days. Around 825 persons got their product delivered at within 1 to 3 days. Why 555, it took them above 10 delivery days. 161, it took within 24 hours to get their products to them for those that place first class. Second class. So, but the way this thing is looking to me, let me collapse my filter. So the way this thing is looking to me, I want to arrange in a way such that this one on the row is going to be same day first, followed by same day first, followed by first class, second class, and standard class. Then we'll do within 24 hours, 1 to 3 delivery days, 5 to 10 delivery days, above 10 delivery days. I want to do it that way. So I don't want to scatter our brain, but I need to show us this. I want to arrange this thing here, but it's not possible for me to arrange this here normally. So it means I'll have to create a sort table for each, sortable for ship mode, sortable for DD class, that would help us so we can arrange this data in the order of the way it is now. So how do I do that? I'm going to create a new table. I'll call it sort ship mode, and I'll call it sort DD class for the second table. So come here and click on this, still in your home tab, click on this enter data here. So when you click on enter data, so you have this. I'm going to call this sort ship mode. That's the name I'll give to it. Sort ship mode. Yeah. So I'll come here. Let me reduce the size a bit. Sort ship mode. The way I want to arrange it, I want my so I'll give this let me give this sort number. Sort number. If you're lost, let me know. Let me give this ship mode. You will see the reason why I'm creating this table now, this new table. I'm creating this new table because I want to be able to sort my data. So for this sort number, I'll just type in, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. So I'll type in 1, 2, three, 4. I'm creating this so that I can arrange it. By default, this is following A to Z, Z to A, all this ascending order method. So even if I use Z to A to start from S, so it's following the A to Z method. But I wanted to sort not the normal way, but sort from same day, followed by first class, second class, and standard class. So I'll come here. My number one is going to be same day. My number one is same day. So I type in same day exactly as it is there. Same day. Then this one, the next one is first class. I want first class to be the next thing that will show on that table. Then followed by second class. I want second class to be the next thing. Then followed by standard class. Are we still together? Can we still hear me? Standard
Yes.
class. Thank you. Standard class. So I have created this now. I sort it in the order that I want. Not from first class now, but from same day, first class, second class, standard class. And I'm going to load this in. Hit load to load this in. So I've done for the one for short mode. I have that already. So let me add the one for delivery DD class. That's delivery days classification. So let me adjust this as well. Yeah, so we have this now. I'll call this table sort DD class. So I have the sort DD class. I'll come here. I think we have one, two, three, four, five, five. So one, two, three, four, sorry, 4 and 5. I'll give this short number, then I'll give this dd class. Okay, so I'll come here. I want the first one to be within 24 hours, so I'll type in within 24 hours. Then I want the second one to be 1 to 3 delivery days. I'll type in 1 to 3 delivery days. So be sure that whatever you're typing is exactly what is in that column for DD class. Delivery days.
Oh,
Who is saying something? You
think
want to say
your
something?
sort of, in case of the primary
What do you
space, then
say?
in case of the primary keys, since you want, I think we want to join the other space
I
in the
can't hear you.
first.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Number you used in the other table as
Yeah.
space. Maybe you are connecting them together. In case you
So okay.
will
The
you still be able to
what
connect?
will I see? I will be able to connect
The
it. That's I'm creating it. Don't worry. Let's just continue. You see what I'm doing. Yeah, I didn't get what I'm trying to explain actually, but let's continue. So the next one is this is 1 to 3 delivery days. Then the next one I want 3 to 5 delivery days. So 3 to 5, 3 to 5 delivery. Like I said, make sure it's exactly the same thing that you have there. So you can simply understand it's days. This is days, so, but I just make sure that it's the same thing. Then we have after 1 to 3, 5, 3 to 5. There's 5 to 10, 5 to 10 delivery days. Then there's the last one is with above above 10 delivery days. So that's all. Then I'll load it in. You're not seeing any effect of those two tables I created now because we've not connected them. So I have to go back to my schema, my data model. I have to go back there. So we have this now. As you can see, automatically Power BI has helped us, but this is not the correct formation. This is not the correct relationship. So I would delete it. Yes, delete this. Yeah. I also delete this. Delete. Yes, delete. So what do I want to do? What am I connecting? So where is this? Where is the both tables are coming from? The average delivery, the DD class, the ship mode is coming from other fact table. So I'm going to this ship mode here. I'm going to link it to the ship mode on the other fact table. So let me drag this here, drag it down. So we have ship mode here. So I'll drag the ship mode on this sort ship mode table, drag it to the ship mode here to create a relationship. Yeah, one to many relationship. Good. Then I'll come here for this other one. I'm going to drag this DD class as well to the DD class on the other fact table. Yeah. So we have this now. Relationship created. Okay, so what's going on? Why isn't it creating relationship? All right, so I'm trying to find what the problem is. It's not creating relationship. So let's see. Oh, a circular dependency was detected. Other facts okay. Other facts table D class. So there's a problem. So we have to check what the problem is. So let me check these two tables. So give me 1 minute. So I'll come to my um so above 10 delivery days, 3 to 5 delivery days, 5 to 10 delivery days, 1 to 3, 1 to 3 delivery days, 3 to 5 delivery days, 5 to 10 delivery days, above 10 delivery days within 24 hours. Okay, so let's check for this one. For our short DD class, there's within 24 hours, there's 3 to 5, there's so yeah, we don't have any issue. So why is it not connecting together?
Sorry, are the spellings the same? Like the way you typed them in?
Yes, the spellings are the same thing. That's why I tried to. So let's see. Delivery days, 3 to 5 delivery days, 5 to 10 delivery days, above 10 delivery days, 24 within 24 hours. Yeah, let me go back and check. Yeah, they're the same thing. So let me go back. If this is not, I'll just have to delete it and I don't want to do that, but let's see.
Yes.
Okay, circular dependency was detected. Other fact table.
I think it's from the other fat table.
Yeah. You know what? Let me just. I don't even have time to start looking for errors now. Let me just remove this. So let's remove this. But it shouldn't be. I don't know why I've done this. I don't know why it's giving us that error. So we've linked the ship mode. So let's come here, select this one, and I'm going to just remove this. It should have made sense if we have that delivery days there. It should have made sense. That's sort class, the sort. So I'm going to remove the ship mode here, and I'll bring in the ship mode from this sort table. So you can see that's order it in order of yeah, no, so let's see. So I'm going to sort the ship mode, select the ship mode, and I'll say sort column. So I've selected the ship mode. And I'm coming here to say sort it by sort number. So you'd see it to affect this. It's showing same day, first class, second class, standard class. It will not work if you just selected it and add it in. It will work when you say sort column by sort number. So we have this. So yeah, it is arranged in this manner. I don't know why the other one is not working. Why it's showing us that error, that circular, whatever, dependency, whatever. I would have loved to have my within 24 hours in front here. But either ways, let's leave it this way. Let's leave it this way. I'll check that later. I don't want to waste time. So we have this now. So this is showing us the most preferred. So you can see for customers that place order for same day. Now you're seeing with the number of for those the goods that got to them within 24 hours, that got to them after 10 delivery days and between 1 3 days. You can see it here. So I would go with this one. Prefer this. Okay, so the next question, we're done with delivery insights, everything about delivery. The next one is profitability analysis. So we are told to find, which product category generates the highest profits. So we want to know product category that generates the highest profits. So let's go and see if we have a column for profit. So let's go to our data. So I'm going to create a new this thing. Come here and click on plus. Yeah. So I'll come here. Let's go to our table view. All this I did is just analysis. You don't need bidding reports yet, just analysis. So I'll come here to my order fact table. Let's see, do we have a column for profit? Yes, we do. So let's inspect the column for profit. I'm inspecting that. And as you can see, we are seeing some negative signs. Negative. So it means that this column is not containing just profit alone, but also loss. So you're seeing we have values with negative sign and we have values with, if I keep scrolling, we should have values that are positive as well. You see we have values that are positive if I keep slowing. So since this column contains negative values which are represent losses and um, it contains values that are positive as well. So I'm going to categorize it into loss and profits. So let's do that. How do I do this? I'm going to create a new column. So I'll come here to my new column. I want to create a new column called profit and loss. So I'll come here and I'll say profit slash loss. Then I'll come here and say, okay, profit slash loss. I'll come here and say, okay, let's do the if as well. So if what? If the profit column, if it is less than zero, anything less than zero is negative, categorize as loss. Otherwise, categorize as profit. That's for value if false as profit. So I'm saying anyway, it's any value that is negative, categorize it as loss. And if it is positive, categorize as profit. So I'm going to hit enter. So as you can see, we have profits, and when I inspected, we had loss as well when I inspected this table. So we have this. And let's go back. For us to get profits, for us to get the one that says which product category generates the highest profit, we have to first find what profit is. So I'm going to use a function called calculate. Calculate function is a very powerful DAX function that you use most of the time to create calculations. So I'm going to come here to my measure, the column that is the table that is containing my measure, select it, right click, then I'll hit new measure. I want to find total profit. So I'll come here and I'll say total profit, total profit. Then I'll come here and use a function called calculate. This is it, calculate. So calculate is a DAX function that evaluates an expression in a text modified by filters. So I'll come here. The first argument is the expression. Oh, you want to find total profit. So an expression could either be an already calculated measure or a DAX function. So what I'm telling you to do is to sum up first. An expression could be a DAX function or a DAX formula or an already calculated measure. So in our case, we don't have the profit calculated already. We want to find it now. So I'll come here and say sum. What do you want to sum? Sum the column for profit. Even if it's not profit that is there, but sum the column for profit. Now, based on what? Sum column for profit I'll close parenthesis, then comma. And what's my filter? Where the profit and loss is equal to profit. Now don't forget, we already categorize this that profits column to be in either profit or loss based on the if it is negative or positive. So for me to get total profit, I'm saying, oh, sum up the profit column for anyone that is classified as profit. So it means it's only going to sum the positive values. Then I'll close parenthesis and I'm going to hit enter. So don't worry, do not scatter your head. So I'll hit enter. Then I have profit. I said you cannot see profit measures in your table view. You can only see them when you add them to visual. So I'll add in a single card visual and I'm going to add it in, add this total profit in, and we have this. The question itself is which product category generates the highest profit? So I'll go back. I'll be plotting the profit against product category. So I'll add in a column chart. Then I'll bring in product category. Then I'm going to bring in um, profit. Let me add in data labels. And I'm going to make it come to values in data labels, increase to 12, make it bold, change the color to, yeah. So I don't want this display unit. Let it be in, let's do 3,000. Yeah, I think I like the way it is in thousand. So it's okay this way. So we have this one like this. So I'll leave it this way. So from here we can see that technology generates the highest profit for the company. Why furniture generate the least for the company? Very easy. You've gotten that now. So let's go back. The next question is what customer segment contributes the most profit? So I'm going to put in customer segment to profit. So I'll go back. Let me just copy and paste this Control C, Control V. So I'll paste this. Now, one thing you should note, since I have my data labels showing like this, let me delete this. I don't think I need, oh, let's leave it this way. We can always remove that later when we're trying to build a report. So I'm going to change this from category. So I'll go back to my this build visual. I would cancel category and I'll check segment. So as you can see here, consumer segment generates the highest profit, while home office generates the least profit. Good. So I'll go back. The next one is who are the top five customers driving the highest profit? So I'm plotting customer themselves against the profit. So I'll go back. I'll Control C, Control V. Let's have this. So I'm going to change this from segments, uncheck segments, and I'll check customer name. But you can see we have plenty. You can see how the list is long. We only want top five. So this is where using your filter comes in. So I'll expand my filter spin. Then I'm going to come here to this. I want to filter based on customer name. Filter the customer name based on profits. I mean, so click on the drop down button beside this customer name. Remember, we're looking at top five. So I'll select top N. Specify that I want five. By what value? Based on profits. So I would come here, drag profits. How do you drag? Press down your left mouse, drag to the feed here, and I'll hit apply filter. So these are the top five customers and are generating to the company's profit. There's Tamara Chand, there's Raymond Butch, there's Sanjit, there's Andrean, there's Hunter. So these are the customers that are generating to the profit. So you've answered that. Now let's look at the next one. The next one is for the product distribution. What is the total number of products by category? So it means we have to count the number of products that we have, then specify based on compare based on category. So how do you find total number of products? So who can tell me how do you find total products? We want to calculate the measure for total products. So how do you do that? How do we find total product? Can we hear me? Are we still on Discord
Yes,
together?
yes, we
Yes.
can hear
Yes.
you.
How do we
We
find
count
total
the
product?
product ID.
Good, thank you very much. So I'm going to right click on this key measure and I'll come to new measure. Then I'm going to count the product ID. So I'll come here, count. Sorry, let me give it total product.
Total product.
Total product. Then I'll come here. I'll use the function. If I'm going to be counting a product ID in the order fact table, I would use distinct count because we have duplicates there. If you're counting the one in the product ID, products lookup table or dim products, you're going to use count. So I'm going to use the one in the order fact table. So I'm going to be using distinct count. And I want to count product ID that is coming from the order fact table. Then I'll close parenthesis and I'm going to hit enter. So that will count it. So let me add in, bring in, let me duplicate this, Control C, Control V, and so I have to count the product that we have and check this. So the total product that we have. So the question is, what are the total products based on category? So let me just duplicate this, Control C, Control V as well. Bring it down here. Then I'm going to change that from total profit and segment to, let's do category and total product. So you can see this doesn't make sense. 1K, 0K, 0K. So you have to change the units. So I'll go back to this format your visual, go straight down to data labels, straight down, and I'm going to select, come to where we have values in data labels. I want the display units to be not be in thousand, maybe let's do auto. So yeah, so it's showing us office supplies has the highest number of products in that category, followed by technology, followed by furniture. Good. So let's go back to the next one. Now we've done this. The next question under question 4 is for the return rate analysis. Which ship mode has the lowest and the highest return rates? So it means we are plotting return rates with ship mode. So before we can do this, you have to first find what is the return rate. And you know before you can find return rate, you have to find the number of goods returned. So let's go back to our data. Let's go to see our table. So you can see how those questions are. They're very technical. You can't just start plotting. You have to first think, okay, if for me to answer this question, what and what do I need? I know that before I can answer ship mode that has lowest and highest return rates, I have to first find return rates. And you can't find return rates without finding return
Total.
quantity or quantity returned. Yeah. And you can't without finding quantity sold. Because it is with quantity sold and quantity returned, you can find return rates. So you can see how technical it is. So you have to understand the question before you can even solve it. So I'll go back. Let's look at our data. What do we have? Do we have anything that points to return data or anything? So I'll check my other fact table because it's almost all the measures, all the key things we need to know.
Yeah.
You can see here that we have return,
Return.
we have quantity. Yeah. So I'm going to do quantity sold. So by quantity sold, it means I'm going to sum up all this quantity. And I'm going to now calculate. You can see here we have just not yes. So it means anywhere you see yes, it was returned. Anywhere you see not, it was not returned. So I'm going to first, I'll find quantity sold first of all. Once I find quantity sold by summing up all the quantity here, then to find returned quantity, I would calculate and say calculate the quantity where returned is equal to yes. So first, let's find quantity sold. So I'll come here to my key measure, right click on it, come to new measure. I'm going to give this new measure that I want to create, I'll call it quantity sold. Let's give it QTY sold. Then I would say, what do I do? I would sum up all the quantity, just using sum function. Sum quantity that is coming from order fact table.
Mhm.
Close parenthesis, and I'm going to hit enter. So I have this. We have quantity sold already. So let's see if it is active. Control C, Control V. Let's be sure that it is working. Uncheck this and check quantity sold. So here we have 38K as the number of quantity of goods sold. So makes sense. Then we are now told to find we want to find return quantity now. So go back to Power BI. Now right click again on key measures, come here to new measure. I'm going to use a function called calculate. So I'll come here, I'll just give it returned returns quantity. So I'm going to use a function called calculate. To do this, I'll come here and say calculate. So what do I calculate? I remember I said your expression can either be a DAX formula or an already calculated measure. So DAX formula, remember when you're calculating total profit, I typed in sum profit. That was a DAX formula. So in this case, I'm going to type in quantity sold, QTY sold, QTY sold. So this is an already calculated measure, a measure calculated using the DAX formula. So quantity sold. Now, if you remember when I was explaining implicit and explicit measures, I know someone might be wondering when I was explaining then in first class that if implicit measure is just you dragging into the field and getting your results, what's the essence of using DAX function to calculate again when you can quickly just drag and drop? Now, I was saying something that explicit measures can be referenced at all time. Because I use DAX to calculate this quantity sold, I'm able to reference it in this formula here. That is why it is important that you create explicit measures instead of using implicit. Implicit cannot be referenced in another formula, but explicit measures can be referenced. So we have quantity sold, we have this comma. Then what's the filter context? I want to filter where the return is equals to yes. So I'll type in where return, yeah, is equal to yes. So note something, if you are typing in text in your formula, wrap it around double quotation marks. If you're typing in number, just type it in directly. So that's what I did here. Close parenthesis. So I'm saying that I wanted to filter out the quantity sold where the return is equal to yes. Remember, a return equals yes means that the goods were returned back, and not means not returned back. So I'm going to hit enter. So we have this. We already calculated return rates. But don't forget, that's not where we're going to. Our initial question is saying that initial question is saying that which ship mode has the lowest and highest return rate. So it means we've never gotten return rate yet. So how do we get return rate? It is just saying divide returned quantity by quantity sold. That will give us return rate. So I'll come here again, right click. So you can see how technical it is. You have to understand the question to answer it. So I'll come back here and say return rate. Return rate is equals. So I can either just say quantity. Sorry, I can either say returned quantity slash where is this slash QTY sold like this. You can either do this to give the same result, or you just say quantity returned divided by quantity sold, or you just use the function called divide. So you say divide, you see the same thing. Divide, open bracket. What's the numerator? Numerator is returned quantity, returned quantity, comma. What's your denominator? Denominator is um QTY sold, quantity sold. Then the alternate result. So in case there's anything, just return zero. That's my return to self close parenthesis, and I'm going to hit enter. Both will give you the same answer. Either you use this slash quantity return slash quantity sold, or this one, anyone you want to use. So I have my return rate. So let's be sure that you calculated it well. Control C, Control V, paste it here. So I'm going to uncheck quantity sold and add in return rate. So you can see return rate is around 0.08. Okay, but let me add in a new page and do that return rate there. So add in a new page. Then we're told to find for ship mode. Ship mode the highest and lowest return rates. So I'll go back. So um let's bring in we're using a column chart. So let's use a consistent this thing. So let's bring in the ship mode. Ship mode. Ship mode. Yeah. Ship mode. Then let's bring in that return rate calculated just now. Return rate. So this is it. As you can see now from here, same day has the highest return rate. So I can just add in data labels, click on this, format your visuals, turn on your data labels. Then let's increase the size a bit so go to values, increase the files to 12, make it bold, change the color to black so you can see here that um same day has the highest return rate, ship mode followed by ship mode followed by standard class followed by second class. It's okay. So we have this now. Now the next one is we've done this. So from here you can see The highest, the ship with the highest return rates and lowest return rates. Same day has the highest, second class has the lowest. Answered. So let's go back. Now, they said which sales representative achieved the lowest return rates. So we're dealing with the sales rep now. So go back. Let me duplicate this Control C, Control V, and paste this here at the bottom. So we have this at the bottom. Then I'm going to, what do I want to do? I would uncheck, go back here, uncheck ship mode.
Mm.
I would go with salespersons. So as you can see here that Kelly Williams had the lowest return rate. Then Anna had the highest. Good. So let's go back. And here we have city or states that demonstrate the best supply chain performance based on return rates. I can decide to use, okay. So I may want to use a map to represent it. Or you can say, okay, I don't want to use map. Let me use a column chart. But I would love to. I'll use map in this project. But I want to show you how to use tooltip too. How to customize your tooltip. So let me use a map in this. So you know that for you to use map, you have to be connected to internet. So I'll bring in a map. Okay, hold on. Let's bring in a map visual. So I'll bring in a map visual. Map visual. Okay. So let me bring in now for this map. Remember, I don't think we've told Power BI that these are location. This is a map has to do with location. So let's click on location table. So we have to tell Power BI that this data is has to be geospatial. It's a geospatial data. So what do I do? Select the country column. Select postal code column. Once you select that and you have your column tools tab that pops up, come here to data category. Click on the drop button and select postal code. So that would tell, you can see we now have the map icon. Click on country, go to uncategorize and select country. Come to state, same thing, select the category it belongs to, state. Come to city, same thing, select city. Come to region, same thing, select region. So this is the special data. Okay, so let me go back now. Then I'm going to add in for this, I'll add in, let me add in um country. Yeah, so we add in country. Then I've added in country. Come here to, let's do, so what did I do? Oh, I don't think I want this map. Should I use this? No, I don't want this particular map. Let me see. Mm, no, let's use this. So I'll use this one. So we have this. Then click on this format your visual. Come to your view colors. Here in view colors, click on FS. When you click on FX, and when the dialog box pops up, don't go with rules, go with um gradient. And what feed do you want this to be based on? We are dealing with, come to all data. We are dealing with the key measures for return rate. Select return rate. So what is going to be your highest, your lowest color, lowest value color? Let me just give it gray. Highest value color. I have a color in my head that we'll be using for this class. Dash 106861.
Sorry, Miss Blessing.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I thought the question says city or state.
Yes. I want to. You can put in city. I want to show you something. I
Okay.
want to show you some that I'm using this. I want to show you so that I'm using this. So we have this s- like this. Okay. You can decide to change instead of using. Let me go back. Now, if I come here and say, okay, yeah, let's just sorry, let me cancel this country to let's put state. Let's put state. So yeah, so this is how it looks. So yeah, I think city is okay. So you can see now from this you can see that the darker the color, The darker the that teal color I put for highest value is, shows that that particular person has a highest return rate. And the lighter the color shows if that particular country has the lowest return rate. So let's see if it's actually picked the correct this thing. So the FX is based on return rates. Okay. So it did. So you can see it's showing us the, so you can see this. So let me just make this. I don't like the way the color is showing that. So come to general, to general now. No, come to map settings. I don't want the road. Let's do should we do gray? Or we should do light. No, let's do gray. Let's do gray. Grayscale. Okay, so let's leave it this way. I want to show us how to do two tips. So I will show us that very soon. Let's just finish up with our analysis. So go back to this. So the next question is
Hello,
what is,
blessing.
yes, ma'am.
I'm lost. Could you
Where are
please
you lost?
find only the
Where did
part
you
where you are filling the color on the map?
Okay, so let me go back. Let me do that. Let me cancel this now. Let me delete this. Delete. So what I did, select the map visual to work with. Yeah. So this is the map visual I want to work with here. Then I come here, I'll select state as my location. Then go back, come here to your format your visual. Come here to fill colors, select fill colors. Then click on FX. Conditional formatting is for conditional formatting. Come here. Then when this dialog pops up, I'm not formatting based on rules. I want to format based on gradient. So select gradient. And based on what field you want to format, not state, but based on return rate. So I'll come here and click on all data, then go to key measures and select return rate. So what's going to be? So I'm saying now, what's going to be my color for lowest return rate? That's going to be light gray. What's going to be my color for highest return rates? That's going to be the color. That's the hash 106861. I have this color in my head. Then I'll hit OK. So you can see that's how we have this. Then I'm going to come here to my. I'll change it here. Change the color from the style from road to, let's do grayscale. So it's not something hard. Are you with me? Did you get that?
Yes, yes, I did. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, so maybe I want to now, before we move on to the next question, maybe what I want to do again is to just have a table visual. So let's add a table visual that would show based on state and on country on city as well. So let me add a table visual. Table. Oh, so we have space. Okay, so let me bring this here. So let's okay. So I'm going to add in, let me bring in city so it will show the return rates both for city and for country in tabular form. So let's do for key measure, let's bring in state, let's bring in return rate, return rate. So we have this one. Yeah. So let's do the same thing for Control C, Control V. The same thing um for city. So that one check this, uncheck this state and check in city. Yeah, so we have this. Okay, so this is okay for me. Oh, we just started building report too. We're just analyzing and trying to use, trying to do an experiential analysis of our data. So this is it. Okay. All right. So what's the next thing we want to? Let's go back. So the next thing we want to do now is, you've been told what is the total ship sales. Total ship sales. What is the sales trend over the years comparing with the previous year sales? So let's do what is total ship sales. To get to that ship sales, I'm going to use first. Let's calculate what's our. We don't know what our total sales or what our total revenue is. So let's find total revenue. So I'll come here to key measures, right click. So let's check column that the other table. If we have something talking about or sales, other fact table. So we have the sales table. So yes, sales. So let's find total sales. So I'll come back, right click on measure, new measure. I want to find total sales first of all. So I'll give this, I'll call this total sales, or you can give it revenue, anyone you want to do. And I'm summing up the sales column, sales that is coming from other fact table. Close parenthesis. Then I'm going to hit enter. This calculates total sales. Now to get our um to get our total ship sales, so I'm going to be using the function called calculate. Using the function called calculate. So let's and also in that same function would use relationship. So let's look at it together. Right click, I'll come new measure, then I'll come here. Let's do total ship sales, total ship sales. Remember in our data we have a ship date column. The relationship we created, we for the ship date and the date table, it was inactive. So I'll select this now. I'm going to use a function called calculate. Calculate. So what's going to be expression? It's going to be based on total sales, comma. I'm going to use a function called use relationship. That's because the ship dates connecting to the calendar table, it is inactive. Relationship is inactive. It's only the one for other dates and date table that is active. Remember, that is active. So I'm going to use a function called use relationship. So what is this function used for? What it does is specify an existing relationship to be used in the evaluation of a DAX expression. The relationship is defined by naming and as argument the two columns that serve as endpoint. So the first argument is column one, which is our um
What are it?
what do you say? No, the table where the dates are coming from. Where the dates are coming from. So you are dealing with the calendar table.
Okay.
Yeah. The calendar table is our hold on. There's sorry. So what relationship are you using? We're using the dates coming from the calendar table. Sorry. The dates coming from calendar table. This date coming from calendar table, comma, the ship date coming from the other fact table. The reason why we're using this use relationship is because we know from our model, we saw it earlier, that the dates in calendar table and the ship date is not active. The line is dotted. The only one that is active is the other dates and the dates in the calendar table. So we are saying using this function called use relationships to use the relation between those two, even if it is inactive, to find ship date, ship sales, I mean. So I'm going to hit enter and would have value for ship, total ship days. So let's see if it's, let me just add in a card visual somewhere to see if it will work, to see if it calculated something. So here we have a result. So it's worked. So delete this, that's that. Now you can see a lot of that function we've used in this project. The last one here is what is the sales trend over the years comparing with the previous year sales? What is the sales trends over the years comparing with the previous year sales? So let's find previous year sales. We know total sales. What are previous year sales? So I'm going to be using a time intelligence function called date add. Date add is a time intelligence function you can use to do. You want to find do some time intelligence calculations. So I'll come here, right click, I'll come to new measure, and I would say I want to find previous year sales. So let me give it PY at previous year sales. So I'm going to say calculate calculate. What do you want to calculate? What's the expression you want to calculate? Calculate, I'm going to use my total sales as the expression, comma, because I want to find previous year sales. So I'm going to use a function, the date, sorry, the time internet function called date add. Date add. So we have date add. So it says moves the given set of dates by a specific interval. The first argument is the date. So we're going to be working with date that is coming from calendar table. Date coming from calendar table, comma. Second one is number of interval. Previous year. So previous is going to be minus one. Minus one. If it is next year, it will be just one. Positive one. If it is previous, minus. So now if I say minus, if I say previous year, it is minus one. I say previous 2 years, minus two. Previous 3 years, minus three. If I say next 1 year, that's one. Next 2 years, that's two. So it just depends. Previous is it holds negative sign. Next takes positive sign. So comma. Now we have interval. So if we are dealing with previous day, we would have used day. Previous month, we would have used month. Previous quarter. But in our case, it is previous year. So I'll select year. Close parenthesis. And I'm going to hit enter. Yeah, so we have enter. Now let me show you. Let's see if it. Let's bring in our card visual. Card visual. Let's bring it here. Let this card visual hold. Let it hold total sales. Control C, Control V. Let the second one hold previous year sales. PY sales. It's the same thing, right? And that's because we've not applied filter. So let me bring in filter. Let me bring a slicer. Let me bring in this slicer here. Here. So we use the slicer to slice through. This slicer here now. I'm going to bring in, let's put year in the slicer. Year. So the slicer holds year between 2014 and 2018. Let me change the slicer to tie. So we have this. So now if I slice through, let's select 2016. Let's select 2016. So can you see? In 2016, we made a total of 609.21K was made. In 2015, 470.53K was made. So you can see this is previous year sales, this is current year sales. So I'm currently on 2016. This is the amount made in 2016. This is the amount made in 2015. Let's say 2018. Nothing is there for 2018, but we had something. There's nothing for 2018, but we have something for 2017. Let's say 2015. This was made in 2017, 2015, but this was made in 2014. So this, it means there was a drop in the sales. So that is how it works. How we use data to find previous year sales. So now I'm just going to delete this because what we are told to find is um let me remove this. Remove. Let me delete this as well. Yeah. So what we are told, let me delete this as well. So what we are told to find is the trend. So I think I would love to have my trend in um for profitability. So let me put my trend here. Let me put my trend here. Don't worry, I'm still going to arrange it very well. This is just me doing rough analysis. So we'll see arrange our work well. So you're almost done. Just give me a few minutes. Yeah. So let me bring in my line visual here. So my line visual is here. So what do we want to do? Let's bring in our yeah. So for this data, um, okay. So let's bring in. If I select year now, and I put the one for let's put the key measure. That's for total sales and previous year sales. Yeah, I'm not summing the year. Oh. Bring the year to the x-axis. Yeah, so you can see this like this. So you can see from 2014 to 2018. So this one, you've seen that this deep blue represents previous year, light blue represents total sales. As you can see here that in 2018, the previous year sales was higher in 2018. So, but we can't drill down. I can't drill down to say, okay, I want to see inside 2014, I want to see the quarter and the months and the days and the weeks in 2014. That's because I only stated year. So this is where, please just spare me a few minutes, all right? Few minutes. So let me quickly explain something before we call it a day. We'll continue tomorrow by God's grace. Tomorrow. We'll do this tomorrow. So I want to introduce something called hierarchy. So how many of us have heard of hierarchy here? Have you heard of hierarchy? Anybody? Hierarchy.
Yes, I've seen
Okay,
it
so what
in
can you
Power BI reports.
what can you say about
Yes,
hierarchy?
I've heard of hierarchy.
What can you say about hierarchy? What can you say about hierarchy? Someone said, what
Funny
can you say
enough, I
about
was going
hierarchy?
to ask you before the end of the
Okay,
class.
Okay.
okay,
Anybody?
okay.
Right.
My own understanding of RIP. Can you
Yeah, I can
hear
hear
me,
you.
please?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, like something like where we have year. If we talk about hierarchy, it's like coming down from year to quarter to month to days. So when we drill down, it's going to
Mhm.
help us show the
Not
quarter
like
of the
Twitter.
year. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
can
can.
hear
I'm
you.
with you. I can hear you.
So that's what I understand. Like the division of our years into quarters, then from quarters to months, then from months to weeks, something like that.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Um. Okay. All right. Please just give me 1 minute. So hierarchy has to do with organizing related data. It's not just with for data alone. You can even work with product. Product has different category. There's category of product, subcategory of product. There's product itself. So hierarchy in Power BI, what it does is organize related data in a hierarchical structure such that one level is a parent of another level. One level becomes parent of another level. For example, just like what you mentioned, we have year. In every year, we have quarter. We have 4 quarters. There's first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. In every quarter, we have month. In first quarter, you have January, February, March. In every month, we have weeks. In every weeks, we have day. So that's a hierarchy from year to quarter, from quarter to month, from month to like. So for us to be able to do this thing, so it will be able to drill down, we're going to use something called hierarchy, the hierarchy now. So I'll go to my calendar table, then I'll create hierarchy. I'll start with the parent level, which is the year. I'll right click on that year, right click on the year, and you see this option. So let's create hierarchy. I'll click on that. So it will help me create hierarchy. So once you create hierarchy, you can see the hierarchy here. You can see this symbol. When you see this symbol, it shows hierarchy. I'll rename this from year hierarchy to date hierarchy. Just in that year to date. So once I do that, I will now start bringing other values into it. After year, it is quarter. After year is quarter. So let me go back to this table and see my calendar table first. So you can see my calendar table. There is date, there is year, then there's this quarter that has Q. So I would like to bring this one in. Then which other one? Q. Then we have months. I have to bring this month name. Then we have I'm looking at what I want to bring in. Then we have
Week.
day. Let's do year, quarter Q, months, and let's do week of the year. So
Week.
let's do that. Week of the year. So let's go back. So I'll come here after dates. The next thing I want to bring in is quarter Q. So right click and say add to hierarchy. What hierarchy? Date hierarchy. Select that. So it will add that quarter to the hierarchy. So after quarter is month. So I'll select, I think it's month name. Right click on month name. Say add to hierarchy. Date hierarchy. So it will add it in. After that, I want to add in, I think next thing I want to add in is week.
Week.
What kind of week? Is it I think it's
Week
I
of
think
year.
it's
Like
week of
every week
year.
of the year.
Yeah, week of the year. Then let's bring in day of the week too. So I'll come here, right click on week of the year, and I'll say add to hierarchy, date hierarchy. So I've added into date hierarchy. Then I'll come and I'll say, okay, I want to also bring day of the week. Right click of day of the week, add to hierarchy, date hierarchy. So that would add it in. So if you click on this hierarchy here now, you can see that we have the year, the quarter, the month, and everything. So it is this hierarchy that I'm going to bring in. So I'll remove this year from this line chart now, remove it, and bring in the hierarchy. So you can see the hierarchy now. This is the hierarchy. It's showing us like this. So it doesn't make sense like this now. I have to turn this, take it up like this. So how do I drill down? We have three buttons here. There's this turn on drill down button. There's drill to the next level in the hierarchy, and there's this. So I'll click on this to turn on drill down button. So I want to see for 2014 alone. 2014 alone, I would. So let me remove this. Let me okay. This is turned on. So I cannot click on 2014 and it will tell me, give me details about 2014. So this is for 2014 now, but I'm saying the first quarter, second quarter. So this is not even well arranged like this. It's showing Q okay. Q for Q3, Q1, Q2. So let's how do I let me arrange this? So I'll arrange based on month name. Arrange based on month name. So I'll click on this month name. Yeah, click on month name. Let's go to table tools. Yeah, click on month name. Come here. I'll click on month name. This month name. I will sort it by just yeah, sort it by month. So it will sort in the order of yeah. So let me go back and see if it affects the. Did it affect this? Let's sort by oh yeah, sort by the quarter. Yeah, so in order of, I'm starting by quarter now. In order of, let's do ascending to descending. So to show us Q1, Q2, Q3. So I didn't do anything. All I did was just come here, come to sort as is, sorting based on quarter, then sort in ascending order. That's what I did. So I can see now this is 2014, but I can see first quarter. So it's very easy to say that, okay, you can see here that in for 2014, they had the highest increase, the highest sales in the fourth quarter probably because of the Christmas and everything in fourth quarter. If I click on the quarters too, I'll see the month. So you can see for first quarter, you can see January, February, March. So it's same thing. In the first quarter in 2014, there was an increase in the sales in March. There was a massive drop in February. So can you see how the use of charts can help us pinpoint information that can help the business? So you can see, I can tell you that I can tell you from this what month had the highest sales, what month had the least sales and everything. So this is it. So how do I go back up? Click on this drill up to take you back. You want to see for 2015 to click on 2015. It will give me details about 2015. So you can see that. You can see it's showing us the previous and it's showing us the one for the main sales. So that is how it works. So that's on that. Let me just save this by pressing Ctrl S to save. Don't lose guard. If you lose your work, that's the end of it. So Ctrl S to save. All right. That's how hierarchy works. So you've seen how we've done this. Now our time is we are 7 minutes past our closing time. All right. So we'll continue from here tomorrow by God's grace. Vision teams tomorrow. Let's say from 6 to 8 as usual. So please, we'll be wrapping up our class period tomorrow, and also give us class period to work for the week. So yeah. So in 1 minute each, did anybody have any question or is there something that stood out for you into this class and you want to? So who is saying something? Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Can
Yes, we
anybody hear
can
me,
hear
please?
you. Yes, can hear you.
Okay,
Yes, we
okay.
can.
So, all right. So no question, right? No question. So, does anybody have any question? Anybody any question? Any question? No question. Okay, so let me just we are already past the time already. So in 1, 2, 3 minutes, I want just 3 persons. I want a male and two females to just tell me what stood out for you into this class. What stood out for you into this class? Tell me what stood out for you into this class. Okay, or what's that thing that you picked into this class? Then we would end the class. So who's going first? Yeah, who's going first? Who's going first?
Okay, so for me, um,
Okay.
it's how to create measures,
Okay.
yeah, and using it to connect with to the fact table and also the dimensions. But generally, I would
Okay.
say Power BI is actually kind of complex, but you really need to put your mind and head to it to get all the understanding and steps to analyze properly.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. So who is going next? A female. They'll pick a male
So
last. Who's
I'm
going next?
going next. Can I go next?
Yes, you can go next. Thank you.
Okay. So I learned a lot into this class. firstly, I learned how to interpret questions, like each of the um insights we need to find. So we don't just jump into a question. We need to understand it and interpret it well, because sometimes the way we see some question is not the way we attend to it. So we really need to understand each of the question. Also, I understand how to connect to create key measures. Like she said earlier, I
Okay.
understand a lot about creating, connecting our dimension table to fact table. Then understanding the understanding of how to create our maps, because there are different ways of doing our maps, and how to create our map to be visually understandable by anybody that is going to see our map.
Okay.
I learned a lot, so those are fews from what I learned in this class.
All right. Thank you very much. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. So who's going next? Where are the brothers? We have Adekunle Diamond. There's Damilola. This are your lead. Just two of you. Two of you can see something. So who's going? Oh, Dami, is your laptop still giving you audio issue? Adekunle Diamond, are you there? Don't be silent now. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So let me
Yeah,
hear
I
from
actually
you.
joined a bit late.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually not. It's already day while I was actually thinking.
I can't really hear you. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Thank you.
Okay, so I said I've learned a lot. Like during the day while I was actually thinking about all the classes, I think one of the things I've learned so far is the thinking behind the analysis. Like you don't just
Mm-hmm.
jump into the, like I said, the thinking, like
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
analyze the data, that you don't just jump into visualization, just start doing. You have to sit down and think. And just like what we have been doing, I mean, what you've been teaching us today, how you analyze those questions critically, then how we are actually able to break it down and then know the right thing to do.
yeah.
That has actually stood out for me. And
All right. Okay, thank you. Dami, are you there? Do you want to say something, or let's call it a day? Can Dami hear me? Dami, why are you quiet? You can't be quiet. Where are the brothers? Did they run away? Okay,
Good
so I
evening.
guess yeah, yeah. Good evening, Dami. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, man.
Okay, so what's that thing that stood out for you into this class?
I think I learned a lot. It broadens my analytical skills because you have to understand the question before
Mm-hmm.
you um analyze it.
Yeah,
So I learned how to connect the fat fat table, right? So I think
yeah.
I learned a lot. Thank you. So I was a
All
bit
right, all right.
occupied, so I was trying to multitask. So that's why I couldn't talk the other
Yeah,
time.
no, no, it's fine.
So
We can
my
always
apology
watch
for
recorded
that.
session. No, it's okay. It's fine. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate your presence here. Thank you for giving yourself to learning. I know how stressful it can be. I mean, from week one to the week that we are in, you've been showing up consistently. Thumbs up to you people. We don't take your presence here for granted. Thank you so much. So we see you again tomorrow by 6. I hope we'll be able to finish up with our analysis and everything tomorrow. We are done with analysis, just try to build visual is the next thing to do tomorrow. So I hope we'll be able to do that tomorrow and wrap everything up. So thank you so much, guys. We'll meet tomorrow by 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. using Teams. So yeah, come prepared. Make sure you have a strong network. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alima. Thank you, Itunu. Thank you, Dami. Thank you, Adikule Diamond.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Isakane, Joy. See you all tomorrow by 6 p.m.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your night. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, bye.